everyone. Welcome to the Legacy Movement Podcast. I'm Alvin Daring II, your legacy coach. And today I want to talk to you about changing your life. You know, a lot of people say, hey, I want to change my life. I want better things in my life. But you stay in the same spot, the same city, the same friends, the same conversations, the same relationships. And you never change your life. And you're like, I really want to change my life. You know, people call me all the time. You know, as a certified life coach, people say, hey man, I need to talk to you because I want my life to change. And then I talk with them and I say, you know, there's 5 E's that you got to master. You got to understand the 5 E's. So today I'm going to break down how to change your life for the better. And I'll tell you some experiences with me, how I adopted the 5 E's and I changed my whole life. So when it comes to changing your life, you know, you got to make a decision because decision is power. The most powerful thing in the world is a made up mind. So when you make a decision, you cut off all options. You cut off everything else. Some of you listen to this, your back is against the wall. Some of you listen to this, something must change. So when you say I want to change my life, you know, you can't say I don't feel like it. You can't say, well, I don't want to do that part. You got to say, okay, I'm going to change my life and I must change my life. So let's jump into the 5 E's. Take notes. Very, very important. The first E, if you're going to change your life for the better, you got to go to a new environment. So it may be a new city, it may be a new job, it may be a new career, it may be a new country. You just got to change your environments. You know, I read about a great man in a great book back in the day that he had to go to a new city because the people around you, you know, they're going to accept you for the old you. They're going to accept you for you. You cannot prosper in your own land because people are going to knock you and people are going to talk about you and people are going to try to pull you down. And the only way you're going to change your life for the better, you got to go in a new environment. So it may be, you know, moving to a city, maybe even 30 miles away. But let me tell you what I did. You know, I grew up in Savannah, Georgia. I went to high school there, graduated college there, worked there, left at the age of 23 because at that age, I knew I had to change my environment. And I had to put myself around people that can influence me because I'm brand new with a brand new reputation. Nobody knows my name. Nobody knows who I am. Nobody knows where I come from. They know that I'm in a new circle. So the first E, is new environment. I moved to Atlanta, Georgia, and the people that was around me influenced me to start building legacies, to start helping people with their money, to start coaching people in their life and their business. So the first E is environment. Are you willing to change and uproot your environment? Are you willing to do that? You got to have a new environment to be influenced. See, maybe you were at your old circle, you was the smartest person. Maybe in your old circle, you was the wealthiest person. If you are the wealthiest person in your circle, it's time to find a new circle. If you're the smartest person in your circle, it's time to find a new circle. If you're the smartest and you know everything and nobody can tell you nothing, it's time to find a new environment, a new circle. Will you influence the circle or will the circle influence you? So when you're changing your life, you got to go to a new environment so that you can be influenced. Here's the second E. Once you move to the new environment, there's going to be new expectations. See, great things come from yourself, and when somebody expects great things from you. So when I moved to Atlanta, Georgia, there was new expectations from the leadership that I was around, from the people that I was around. See, the people in the old environment had old expectations. So the second E, you got to make sure that you are expecting to win. The person that's coaching and helping you are expecting to help you win, you know, and they want you to win. So the expectation is greater, it's higher. Kind of remind me of the teacher scenario. Some of you heard this before. In one group, they gave all the teachers, all the bad students, and they told the teacher that these are the smart kids. They gave them all the bad kids, the kids with the low grades, the kids that didn't have parent support for their schooling, and they put the teacher in front of them and told the teacher these are the smart kids. And they took all the smart kids and they told the teacher in a whole nother classroom that these are the bad kids. They make bad grades. You got to keep an eye on these kids. And then guess what happened? The smart kids became the bad kids because of the expectation from the teacher, and all the bad kids that made bad grades became A students because of expectations in the new environment. The third E, you got to execute. When somebody gives you instruction, you got to take action at the speed of instruction if you really want to change your life, because they are expecting great things from you. So the third E is execute. You got to execute. You got to take action immediately for the good, for the better, because now you're executing the ideas. Now you're executing the coaching. Now you're taking action. Now you're taking charge. Now you're in control. And when you execute, that's going to bring me to the fourth E, which will be experience. So while you're learning, guess what's going to happen? You're learning from your experience. You're getting wisdom. First, you learn from your own mistakes, and second, you learn from other mistakes, and finally, you learn by teaching. You learn by teaching what you know, so you're gaining that experience. You're in your new environment around new expectation. You're making sure you're executing your plan. You're going to execute the plan for action. You're gaining experience. You're learning from the experience. You're making money in the experience. You're getting new relationships, new conversations. And then the last E, you're going to be the example. You're going to be the example of success. You're going to be the example for your family. Now, people are going to follow you because they're going to see, hey, it worked for you. You got to send for me so I can go to the new city. So let's break it down. I left Savannah to move to Atlanta, a new environment. I was around people who had a vested interest in my success, so they had higher expectations of me than I had of myself. They stretched my vision and showed me a system and a way to really win in business. The third E, I executed the plan. I made sure I was taking action towards the plan that the new group of people had for me. And while I was taking action and executing, the fourth E, I was getting experience and learning and enjoying in the journey while I was getting the experience, and I'm teaching people how the experience is going to work. And then the last E will be the example. So this is how it works. Now I'm the example. Now people want me to coach them. Now people want me to lead them. Now I have offices nationwide, operations in Savannah, Atlanta, Washington, D.C., Los Angeles, Las Vegas, San Diego, Washington State, Ohio, South Carolina, North Carolina, Louisiana, Texas, just to name a few. I don't want to leave any state out, but I'm telling you, now I'm the example. Now I can send for people that I left in the old environment and say, hey, this works, but you got to be willing to follow the 5 E's if you want to change your life. And you got to tell yourself, I must change my life. Some of you don't have a choice right now. You keep going through the motions. You're getting the same result. You go through the motions, you go through the motions, you go through the motions. And before you know it, you're 30 years old, you're 40 years old, you're 50 years old, you're 60 years old, you're 70 years old, getting the same result. Grown man, grown woman don't know what they want to be when they grow up because they're in the wrong environment. If you want to change your life, and if you want to take your life to the next level, and you're ready for change, and you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, and you really want somebody to coach you with the 5 E's and hold you accountable and hold you to your disciplines and make sure that, it's no longer your goal, it's our goal. You got to understand that. If you want to win in your life and play on a bigger arena, and if you want to take your life to the next level, I highly recommend that you click on the link below and let's schedule some time together and let's see if it's a fit. Let's see if we can work together. I'm here to help you with the 5 E's to changing your life. Now, if you want more information about the 5 E's, I'm reading this right out of my book, page 172. You know, the name of the book is called Don't Let Adversity Steal Your Legacy. As you can see below, you can get it right there on Amazon as well. I'm not here to offer you a book, but I'm letting you know that the information is in there. Hope you caught that one. Now, I'm here to tell you, I am about changing your life. Then after you change your life, then you transform your life. So we'll talk about that a little bit later. All right, world champions and first generation millionaires. I'm going to see you at the top because the bottom is too crowded with excuses. Take care and God bless everyone. Talk to you soon.